Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Well, good evening, everybody. Um, we have 5 upcoming uh, I don't know why I keep on bowing my head and everything. It's just one of those things I do. But we have 5 upcoming space launches this month so far. Okay. Now, to let everybody know that SpaceX is no longer live streaming to YouTube. They've moved everything over to Twitter. Now, unless you have a Twitter account, I don't know. I set up a Twitter account, so I don't know if you can access it or if you need a Twitter account. But in the descriptions, I put a link to another website that's called NASA Space Flight. And they're not affiliated with NASA, but they have high quality live streaming of these launches. Not only that, they live stream a lot of other things like putting together these rockets and everything, testing of the rockets. You can see the live streams of the testing of a lot of these rockets. Just check it out. That'd be your alternative right now for live streaming these launches. Like I said, I highly recommend this YouTube site. Top quality production. Almost as good, and I think better than SpaceX, to be honest with you. But that's just my opinion. And I'm going to try to keep my opinion out of a lot of things. The last time I live streamed, I got on to a soapbox, and yeah, we don't need that, do we? Let's see. I keep on when I'm looking down. I'm looking at the chat room right now. So let me grab my phone here so I can see. Uh, we have 6 cents. Hello, and we have somebody from Australia. BM Unlimited 1. Thank you for joining. We'll just, you know, I've only been doing these live streams here, and a few times and everything. So still a lot of things that I need to work out on my end for presentation and everything. I have another update. We're we're talking about going to Denver soon, hopefully very soon, to retrieve. I don't want to say. I guess I got to say stuff. It's my stuff that I packed away before I left Denver into storage there. My whole studio, furniture, and everything. We're talking about that. So hopefully soon I'll have my studio set back up. And let's see here. Let me pull this down just a little bit. I need to get a haircut, and hopefully soon we'll have my studio set back up, and hopefully by the end of the year or soon, and we'll get back into 4K streaming and this and that and that and the other. Because right now I'm using an iPad that has some streaming software, and right now I'm just using the front camera on the iPad. So, and it does a pretty good job. And let's go and check out these launches that are coming out. I got to get close because it's small on my screen here. So we have a launch on Friday. And what is today? What is today? It's Wednesday. So we have a launch on Friday, September 8th at 7:40 p.m. from the Cape here. I'll be able to at least capture the footage from here. I can't live stream outside the apartment right now. I've got to get my Wi-Fi extenders set up and everything. But what's going to be nice about this one is it's going to be close to sunset, and it could be what's called a Jello launch. I'll show you a video what a Jello launch is. Uh, Basically, what it is, the rocket gets high enough over the Earth, and with the setting sun and everything, you have that angle. When there's a separation between the first and second stage, we'll be able to see all the gases and everything. And it's called a Jello launch because it just I can't describe it. Turns into a big plume across the sky. Now the evening ones aren't as good as the morning ones. The morning ones are spectacular. And I'm kind of hoping with this evening launch here, we'll be able to see what's called a Jello launch. Okay, that's Friday. And then, this coming Saturday, we have an Atlas 5 launch at 8:51 a.m. That should be a pretty good launch. These Atlases are pretty big rockets, a lot bigger than the Falcon 9 that SpaceX uses. That should be a spectacular launch. And then we have to wait all the way to September 25th, 8 p.m. That's another Atlas launch from the Cape, Atlas 5. That should be a really good launch too, because that'll be during pretty much a few minutes around sunset. And then after that, we have another uh, SpaceX Falcon 9 launch on September 28th. That's a Thursday at 8 p.m. That should be a good launch too. And then on September 29th, that's a Friday, 8 p.m., we have the Starship. That's SpaceX's big man rocket. Apparently, this thing is so big they can put 100 people into it for a space launch. And if you remember the last time that they tried this launch, and this is going to be in Texas, the last time it tumbled, they kind of lost everything. You know, sometimes failures are a success because it tells you what you need to do. You know, I always find failures as a success because since there was nobody on there, thank God there was no casualties. These failures really fine-tuned these rockets and everything. So, like I said, so far we only have 5 launches. Now I'm going to go over here, and I think I got a jellyfish launch here. Car crash. Here we go. And it has some music with it and everything, and it at the end of it, it has some photos and everything. But this will show you what a jellyfish launch is. They're spectacular. Oh, I'm still there. We'll take me at it. Well, I'll just leave myself there. This was from last year, May 6th. This is just before sunrise. You can see the rocket there. Oh, okay. Let me watch this and explain what's happening. This is a pretty good launch. This is handheld too. I handheld this. Getting ready for a second. First stage cut off and separation. And when it blinks out, it's going to separate. Now, here's the magic. This is awesome. Oh, this was just awesome, and it caught me at surprised me real quick. You can just barely see it at 5 o'clock position at the bottom of the plume there, the first stage. You just barely see where I have a marker there. Now, Falcon 9 is about 800 miles from me right now. It's going up the eastern coastline. Spectacular. Video doesn't even do justice. And this is conjunction. This is Big Dipper. This is from here. This is one of my telescopes. It's the Raza. I'll explain that in a few minutes. There's Orion right there. Now here's a fireball I captured, 2001. Yeah, 2021. And unfortunately, I was facing 180 degrees the other way. It just lit up the whole sky, and I could hear a sonic boom and everything. Okay, that's the end of that video there. All right. Now, I got a couple videos here I'm going to play. Let's see, Saturday night launch. Let me change this one here. Okay, I'm going to load this. Crew 7. Okay. Launch from here. I'll play that one here. Let's. Turn down the volume on it. This is the Crew 7. Yeah, when was that on? August 26th. This is the launch from here. I'm trying, the gimbal I use will lock onto the rocket and follow it. And I'm trying to lock onto the rocket right now. As you can see, I locked on right now. Okay, so it's going to follow the rocket. It's a nice gimbal. That's added plus. It will track. Unfortunately, uh, I had a tree in the way. I wish it had. I know now to move over to the right a little bit more for one of these launches here, because there is a little jellyfish uh, effect on this here when it's separated. got another one that's from August 26th. So let me go ahead. I'm just going to play what I have already loaded up in here. This is another launch. Kind of looks like the last one. And I'm trying to lock in on the rocket so that it will track it. And you can see I'm fiddling around here, and I finally get locked in. I believe right here. Oh, no, I wasn't. Now I'm locked in. Took me a minute. And it's going to follow the rocket, this SpaceX launch here. Oh, you know what? I think I'm playing the. Am I playing the same one again? I'm playing the same one again. Ah, this is the Crew 7 again. Well, that's all right. This one goes. This one goes. Well, I'll go ahead and try the other one again. Okay. Let's see here. This is August 26th. Let's go ahead and play this one here. You know, I keep on. Why? You know what? Okay, that's what I did. I screwed up here. Yeah, I guess I don't have any other ones loaded up right now. Oh well. You get the gist of the whole thing. Let's go back to upcoming launches. So this is all we have so far for September. I'm sure there's going to be a few more added. Uh, so our next one is, like I said, this coming Friday at 7:40 p.m. from the Cape here, and I am about 35 miles northwest of the Cape, so I have a pretty good vantage point here. I just have trees, but and the launch that everybody's going to really be waiting for is the Starship launch. This is SpaceX uh, capsule, or the capsule really is a rocket, and it can house 100 people in there. And like I said earlier, the last time that they had a launch, and I don't know if a lot of people remember, it didn't quite make it. It kind of tumbled after launch, and they had to detonate it or whatever, and it was a failure. But like I said earlier, sometimes failures are still a success because it tells them this is what was wrong, this was what was wrong. So, uh, and like I said earlier too, I'll say again that SpaceX is no longer going to be doing live streams of their launches on YouTube. Sadly, and they've moved everything to Twitter. In the description for this video, there's another website that does, I think, almost just as good launches and captures of all the launches of SpaceX, and it's in the caption there. It's called NASA space flight, and they have nothing. They're not affiliated with NASA, but click on it and check them out. They also have other live streams uh, testing of these rockets. They also live stream the assembly of these rockets, and they're almost live streaming 24/7, and very good production. I would say almost as good as SpaceX. I like SpaceX because they're very professional. These guys are very professional. But, you know, they have like two or three people as commentators, and they talk with each other, and they have a chat that goes, and boy, they could have 15,000, 30,000 people watching these launches, and that chat just goes nonstop. And check it out. And also, I have a link in there. I had to just SpaceX moved to Twitter, and now it's called X, no longer Twitter. Some people are calling it TwitX. I went ahead and got an account there, and if you want to, you can follow me on Twitter. You don't have to. Uh, well, with that, I'm going to close out, and I'm going to play that jellyfish launch one more time, and we'll close out with that. How's that sound? Let's see, where is it? Where is it? Do I still? No. Yeah, the Crew 7. Yeah, I thought I had it. Here we go. My bad. And this is all handheld. These cameras, stabilization are getting very, very, very awesome. And like I said, this jellyfish, what is called a jellyfish launch, and you'll see what I mean by it in a minute here, or in a few seconds. Stage 1 is shutting down. There's going to be a separation. And here's the magic. All of a sudden, I didn't expect this. It kind of freaked me out. This is pretty big in the sky. You can see the first stage right there, just barely come at the bottom of the plume there. I would say the Falcon right now is about 800 miles from it, up the eastern coastline. Pretty big in the sky. I was just breathtaking. That was breathtaking. All right. Well, I'm going to wish everybody a blessed night tonight. And it's hump day today for a lot of people. And then, like I said before, I'm gonna get my live streaming studio set up within the next 6 months or whatever. So we have plans. I have plans with a few other people who are going to help me get this together and everything. And hopefully by the end of the year, I'll be up and going just like I was going in when I lived in Denver. But you, enough about myself. You all have a blessed and beautiful night and a peaceful tomorrow.